What's going on, people? What's going on? Um, I just had to take a rest. I had to take a seat. You know, um, I wound up calling out from work today. Because like you probably seen in the thumbnail, my feet was like really bothering me, whatever the case may be. And I said, I'm sitting here. You know, I guess I could show you what I'm doing right now. Just in case. You can see it yourself. That's my feet. I'm just soaking it because I gotta get that rest on. I gotta get my feet together, get right and whatnot. What's up, Molly? 1K Dolly. I'm just getting off my feet. Doing what I gotta do. It was a long weekend and whatnot. And just I had to take a seat. I had to rest. I had to just do what I needed to do. You know. I know my mother even says she's like, oh, if you go live, make sure the pictures and everything look good behind you. Don't have no bad background. But I still was gonna go live because I ain't doing nothing wrong. I ain't out there. Somebody told me I should have vlogged today, and I'm like, look, I'm not trying to go outside and vlog. I called out and whatnot. But that's beside the point. I'm here. Yeah, I hate calling out sick though. But sometimes you have to. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you got to just get some rest. Sometimes you just gotta put yourself in the mold where, you know, um, you do the proper things that's necessary for you to be healthy and whatnot. Because without your health, what can you do, in this life? Without that ability to go out there and just, move about the country, move about the province, wherever you from, in a decent manner, the correct manner, you know. Without your health, sometimes, you ain't got much else, Like I said, if I'm not healthy, if I'm not able to stand up the way that I'm supposed to, then I need to do what I got to do. Like I said, I'm not crippled or nothing like that, but, I know it was time, just time for one of those days and whatnot. It's a challenge and whatnot. You need to strong and others. Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. I agree with you, Molly, Dolly. You know about how that is, because I know you, definitely stand a lot yourself. So, it's tough. It's tough sometimes because you want to push it and whatnot, and you want to just say, all right, let me tough it out because my realistically my days off are tomorrow, and it's like, all right, why not wait and just struggle it out and try. And sometimes you just need that extra time. Sometimes you just need that extra moment, just to get a moment, just to get some rest, just to clear your head if possible, just to see your surroundings and just take things in, stuff like that, whatever the case may be, toughen it out. Yeah, but you hit the wall. Yeah, no, you definitely do hit a wall, Molly Dolly. You definitely do hit a wall when you tough it out, and it's rough, to try not to, but like I said, it's necessary to just decompress sometimes. You just got to sit back and see things for what it is and just not try to put too much pressure on anything or whatever the case may be. You look at it from where you need to look at it from. If you don't take care of yourself, then what else can you take care of? What else can you do? What else can you accomplish, in this life, in this world? Thank you for the second person to come through or whatever the case may be. And I don't know. Like I said, I just had to take a rest. I just had to get myself together, and hopefully, like I said, by tomorrow or Wednesday, I'm good. Hopefully I will be. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really messed up in the game, but I'm messed up enough to know you got to sit back sometimes, and you just got to take care of you. You got to get you together. Shout out to some of those folks out there, that you know, um, have the same struggles as well. Just trying to get back and forth in that grind, and do what you got to do or whatever the case may be. You know, I don't know. It's crazy sometimes. It's like just sometimes this whole making money thing, trying to live and survive, can have you out of touch. Just trying to figure it all out. Trying to put it all together and piece everything together and whatnot. I've heard stories of people, going to work and, dying on the job and stuff like that. I remember when my grandmother was in the hospital, rest in peace, Miss Waller, in 2015, I think it was 2014, there was the nurses that was working to help her. And it got so bad that the nurses was working back-to-back shifts and they didn't have anybody to cover each other. So one of the girls, she was like a West Indian girl, West Indian woman. She was working. She helped take care of my grandmother and whatnot. And she wound up passing away, right after her shift. And it was so messed up how they did her because she passed away at the job, and they kind of just wrapped her up, moved along, cleared out her locker in the same fell swoop, and that was that. So it was kind of like, oh my goodness. I think lunatic dad just did a video, just threw up a video. Yeah, that's awful, Molly Dolly, but that's something that happened. So I know the importance of just you know taking care of yourself, take care of your health and whatnot, because like I said, I remember speaking to the lady that day, before she had passed away. And you never know what it is. I think she passed away from like a heart attack, brain aneurysm, something like that. But it's kind of crazy how, you pass away, you die, not taking care of yourself, even at a hospital, they roll you over, next up, so, and then they were still short staffed. So when you see and hear stuff like that, you say, wow, you got to take care of yourself. Even mother had me some green juices and stuff like that today. Like you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes it's the way we eat, it's what we think. It's just the people that we keep around us. A negative vibe or something like that. Things that we may watch. So it's like that. Life literally does go on. Yes, it does. It does, Molly Dolly, and it will go on without you. With or without you, life will go on. The tune of the world, the spinning of the axis will go on. Regardless of who's here, who's not here. A job will go on with you there, with you not being there. They will go on. Unless you actually own the company. But then in some instances, if you got a lucrative company that a lot of people are making money off of, they'll find a way to keep the company going with or without you. Look at Apple. I mean, no fan, rest in peace, Steve Jobs. But Steve Jobs has been going for a little bit. Apple's still going. You don't believe me? Look at your smartphone. If you got an Apple product. But it's kind of crazy out there. You got to be careful to take care of your health, take care of yourself. And it's a challenge. It's definitely a challenge. At times. To say, hey, look, I'm gonna do what I need to do for me. I'm gonna make sure things happen the way that they're supposed to happen, or whatever the case may be. So it does, translate that way to where you're in a situation, just doing what needs to be done. And it's rough. I used to be the type of person where, like I said, I wouldn't call out for nothing. Sometimes I'd be really sick. Sometimes I'd be really hurt. You just go in there, rough it out, and do that, and it doesn't help you in the long run. Because you find yourself in a situation where you have festering problems, or just you get burnt out, you get stressed out, and stuff like that. Yeah, Molly, you know what I'm talking about, Molly. Ollie. It's like you get to a point where you get agitated and stuff like that, and you saying to yourself, why am I agitated? Why am I stressed out? Why am I snapping at people? Or why do I feel like I want to snap at people? And sometimes you just have to take a day off. Sometimes you have to make sure you schedule your vacations right. Do all the stuff that you need to do. I hope that music playing in the background doesn't give me a copyright strike, but more than likely it wasn't. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's nice music. I like the music. Anyway, YouTube will pick up anything, but whatever. I still like the music. Yeah, and I feel love the way that I feel. Uh. You can make my love come down. Oh, you make my love come down. Anyway, I don't know if you hear the music, but if you do, you do. You don't, you don't. Like I said, I can still hear it in the distance. Calm down. Nice song though. But yeah, back to what I was saying though. I mean, you gotta take care of yourself, man. You got to. Sometimes, if you live alone or if you don't have a significant other, who else is gonna do it for you? And even if you live with people, you can't really. It's like Molly Dolly was saying, and you can't help others if you're not strong yourself. So it is that, and it's needed. Time to rest. I'm somebody that I'm probably worse on my days off, just staying home and whatnot. Sometimes in a 365-day span, if I'm home for my 2 days off, that's a miracle within itself. I mean, I got dentist appointments coming up. I got mediation cases to do. I got, vlogs that I want to film, people that want to see me, stuff to film, all kind of things that I could do, whether I do it or not do it, stuff that you see on camera, on YouTube, stuff off YouTube. There's always something to do. So I know how my days off. Sometimes you just have to sit still. You know what I'm saying? I'm off 3 nights now. Okay, that's cool, Molly Dolly. Hopefully that works out for you. Being off 3 nights is cool sometimes, if you getting paid right and you can organize your bills and do all that stuff that you need to do, why not? I definitely support that. I definitely say, push that to where it needs to go. Like I said, hopefully everything is good, as long as you're able to take care of yourself, take those 3 nights off. I wish I could afford to do 3 nights myself, but it is what it is. I have to work the 5 day shift for now. One day I hope to get to a point where, my schedule is just, where I can maneuver it and shape it the way that I need to shape it. It's like an old timer told me. He says, you'll find out who you are when your time becomes your own, when you actually say what your schedule will be, when you have the resources, the energy, the money, just the time to do what it is you need to do. You'll find out who you are, what it's about, and whatnot. Because of my job, I need 45 to 60 hours of work day over 40 period. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people do that, Molly Dolly. Some people, put the 45 or 60 something hours in a 4 day work period. I see people do that. They'll work doubles and, some, I don't say triples, but they'll work doubles multiple days to cover the fact that, okay, you're going to be off these days, because realistically, you're going to have to probably spend one of those days just trying to get sleep. And then you go into your 2 days off like that, but just, take care of yourself, just try to get enough rest and stuff like that. Sometimes we cheat ourselves, on the rest and things that we could do or whatever the case may be. It's important to make sure that you do what's necessary, in order to put yourself, in a way to prosper and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about, Molly. It's just a situation where you can do so much for others and you could be so dependable, mistakes and all, and you forget to feed yourself, forget to, take care of yourself, forget to do the things that you need to do for yourself. And some people may not want to hear this. Some people say, "Oh, well, just tough it out, struggle it out like I did or whoever." And for some people that works, but then you neglect some things that are serious to you. Sometimes we neglect relationships, we neglect responsibilities. I know people close to me who have neglected responsibilities and relationships and alienated folks because they just didn't take the time out to take care of themselves. And that's a key. That's a major thing. You don't want to, you know, spend so much time trying to just take care of external things that you don't take care of the internal stuff, the things that matter the most. Appreciate the thumbs up. Um, it is what it is with that. Yeah, but I've had to learn that. Like I said, just taking the time out, even if it's just sitting in the room and just clearing your head, clearing your mind, even if you're just struggling and fighting with what you need to do within yourself. Sometimes it's something that you have to do, and it's a challenge. It's a challenge. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is a challenge, but over the years I've matured and I've learned and I've grown to the point where, hey, sometimes you got to take a seat. Sometimes you got to sit down. Sometimes you got to get yourself together. Sometimes you need to just reorganize some things and see where you at. Figure out if you're doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing at that particular moment in time, and you go from there. Sometimes we don't modestly self-efface or self-evaluate and look at ourselves in the mirror and tell ourselves whether or not we're doing what we're supposed to do. Because the worst lies that anybody could tell are the ones that they tell to themselves, not somebody else. If you lie to yourself and you don't realize you lying to yourself, or if you do and you go along with it, then what are you doing? Where you going? What's happening with this? And that equates to this conversation where it's just like, don't fool yourself. If you need rest, take the rest. If folks are mad about it, I mean, they'll get over it because they'll do the same. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to knock anybody or start any stir or whatever the case may be. It's just sometimes you need to take care of, what you need to take care of. And it may be boring. People may not want to hear that and whatnot. I know some people are saying it's probably not advisable for me to be doing a live stream right now after calling out from work. But, like I said, I showed you the image of my feet where I'm at. I'm actually soaking my feet and stuff like that. So for legal purposes, I'm good. But on the reality side of it too, just, sometimes you just need that moment, man. Sometimes you just need that chance to take a breath. Sometimes you just need that opportunity. Yeah, Molly Dolly, that's what it is. Thumbs up, thumbs up. But I don't know. I just think, I mean, it is hard because I came a long way. I ain't gonna lie to you. I came a long way. Sometimes I used to be terrified to call out sick or terrified not to go, to work or whatever the case. What's going on? I see you, Yas Poet. What up? I don't get what you asking me. It's chill. It's chill with me, man. What up, man? You lost me with that, but yeah, that's what's up. Um, I was confused by the comment. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. But it's good to see you, Yas Poet. But yeah, I think you get the gist. Anybody that's watching or seeing it or whatever the case may be going. And I got to take the time to answer that question. I was going to do a whole live stream on this question. Egyptian Gamer Geek asked a question on my last live stream in the comment section. He asked something about the likes, the dislikes. Why the dislikes? Why four dislikes? And my answer to that question with the dislikes is, on any video that I do or anybody else do, people have the option to dislike. They have the right opportunity. Sometimes it's people that don't agree with what you're doing. Sometimes it's family members or people that were friends that you used to talk to. Sometimes it's people that just don't like you for being who you are, and they just thumbs it down, because a lot of times when people really, 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 really don't like it and they're friends of you or they're being nice, sometimes they don't give it a thumbs up. They leave it alone. They just say, all right, I'm not even gonna approach it like that. If you don't like a video, you're not gonna say, okay, I'm gonna give them a thumbs down. When you give a thumbs down to a video, you're expressing a particular dislike or disdain for the person. You want that person to know personally that you don't care for what it is that they're doing. So, to answer that question, why the dislikes in the last live stream, the last video, is because some people just want to send a message to me. You know, other folks don't like the video. They don't leave a thumbs down. They leave it alone. They say that's not my cup of tea. I keep it moving. Cool, no problem. So other folks want to just send a message. I pray all is cool in your chat. Yeah, no, it's cool, y'all. Sport. I was just taking a moment, need some time, just called out from work and just my feet was hurting me and whatever the case may be. And this is not about my feet. This live stream is not about my feet and what I'm going through personally or anything that I need to take care of. This is just a reminder to those folks out there who do, need a moment, who do have, sicknesses or, a time where they're not feeling as well, to take off from work to do what it is that you need to do, if you have the time. Now, don't inconvenience your job just for the sake of inconveniencing your job. Don't call out just for calling out sake. But if you really ain't feeling it, you really ain't up to it, do what you have to do, and that's just important to say, to folks, because sometimes people are afraid, sometimes people are worried and concerned and stuff like that. I've seen people with children, I've seen people with responsibilities, I've seen people, go along and not take their medication or, get the proper rest because you're worried about what somebody else is going to think if you take a moment, or how somebody may respond if you just step away for a particular second and stuff like that. And there's laws and stuff like that in place to protect you. But, I digress from that. Sometimes people feel the way that they feel about that. Like I said, this is not to take shots at anybody. This is not meant in any way to be controversial or whatnot. But like I said, it's taken the way that it will be taken. It's just crazy though. You know, uh, I don't know. I don't know. You just gotta be careful with how you move and whatnot. But you know, like I said, hopefully I'm making sense. My voice is raspy for some reason. Maybe it's my throat. I gotta get some lemons and some tea or something like that. But like I said, I think you folks know. I think you folks know. It's just about taking care. This is what this live stream is about: taking care of yourself. Being there for you. I had a lot of times be there for so many other people, for so many other situations. Did you put apple cider vinegar in that food, in that bath? No, I did not. I did not put apple cider vinegar. I put Epsom salt. I have Epsom salt in there, and I could do the apple cider vinegar later. I have some apple cider vinegar actually. I don't know. It's a popular thing nowadays that people do. Is just you go out there and buy it and get it or whatever. Some people drink it. I've seen people been known to drink it, for the insides to break up your bowel movements, and we're not gonna get into all that. Try the Vina. Okay, got you. But thank you for being here, Sherry K. I appreciate you. And let's go Cavs. But yeah, it's all good. So that's just what it is. Hopefully everybody, other than that, hopefully everybody is doing good. How was work? I actually didn't go to work. That's why I'm doing this vlog. Um, Normally I wouldn't be at home at this time. I called out sick because my leg was swollen, my feet was a little swollen, a little sore. So I had to soak it and whatnot. That's what I'm doing. I probably should soak it more after work and whatnot, just to do that, just as a point of practice or something like that. I should do that more, but sometimes you come in, you ain't thinking about that. You just want to get something to eat, take a shower. I'm gonna do the live stream, and then that's that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta relax and rest, but it's challenging sometimes because even today I want to go out there and do some things or whatever the case may be. What's going on, Tommy and Nancy? Thank you for coming through to the live stream. Yeah, it's a challenge though because sometimes you got stuff that you want to do. Like even now, it's a nice, beautiful day, and somebody was telling me I should go out and vlog and stuff like that. It's like I can't go out there and vlog. I can't do that today. I'm not gonna play myself. I'm not even gonna. If I'm gonna go out there and vlog today, I might as well have went to work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna play myself in that matter. I even try to. Yeah, cheat chain. What is it? Chaga tea is awesome for swollen legs. Yeah, I did take something. What's up, Frodo foot? That's funny. That's funny. My feet are beautiful and immaculate in drone worship. I appreciate you. I think I was on your live stream. I was on your live stream, then I was on the second live stream. Then I kind of got distracted and went some other way. I forgot what I was doing drone worship, but you did go live twice. I was there twice, but I did the dip. So, but thank you for being here now, drone worship. Nah, but like I said, this is just about taking care of yourself. Learn to do what you got to do. I'm sure I said a bunch of stuff that really didn't make sense. You said some things that made sense in the beginning, but then you kind of got caught up because you couldn't see the chat, and because you couldn't see the chat, you restarted the chat, and that's when I went back in there. It was back and forth. Then I was kind of like, all right, I got distracted. I don't know what I got distracted from or to or how, what, when, where, but I was distracted. That's why you didn't see me in the second one or even the first one, but I was there. I was around. I did give you a thumbs up. That's much appreciated. I'm saying to you, appreciate that. But it's all good. Let me not. Anyway, you get it. But yeah, I tell folks just take care of yourself, man. Just do what you need to do. Trinity, what makes me do that? I feel you. What are you talking about? The Trinity? Wow, Trinity. Whatever. Is your girlfriend is Trinity? Well, okay. I mean, I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. But hey, I'm not mad. Like I said, I just didn't know. So, I mean, not that I need to know, but I got you. That whole thing you were saying last night about the spoon, and that was funny. That was funny. Yeah, Morpheus, right? I'd be staring at Trinity movie. Oh, okay, yeah, 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 yeah. It went over my head. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll be giving you this. Yeah, 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 yeah. That went totally over my head. Sorry, Drone Worship. You still in the Matrix? You're still in the Matrix. You trying to come out of the Matrix? Okay, 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 okay. I'm out of the Matrix. You're still in the Matrix, but I'm here. That was an interesting conversation. The last conversation. I think a couple of y'all ganged up on me, but it was funny. I got a couple of thumbs down because of that live stream. Some people didn't like the conversation, but oh well. What am I gonna say? What am I gonna do or whatever? Yeah, we're all in the matrix. I'm outside of the matrix. I took the red pill or whatever pill. No, I took the black pill. I took the black pill. I'm out of the matrix. I'm woke. Stay woke. Kind of forever. You know how that goes. But let me just sit my behind down and just rest it out and whatnot. So that's just what that is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I'm not in the matrix, so to speak. So I think, hopefully all you folks are doing. Oh, they playing the Spanish music out there. They're having a good time out there today. Oh man, I want to go out there and just do me. But anyway, that's another story. Nah, it's just important to rest. I mean, I can't stress that enough. A lot of times we're just ripping and running and going and constantly online and doing things and whatnot. I was even debating on whether or not I was going to go live today, but folks see it, they see it. I give you the viewpoint on my feet again so you can see it. These are the most beautiful feet on YouTube. Just got it going down. Larry Langford stopped by to show support. I hope as well today. Big smiles. From Bakersfield, California. Yeah, Larry, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Normally I'm not live at this time. Bro, you gotta put those high feet away. That's funny. Oh my God. You got jokes. You got jokes. Those are the most beautiful feet on YouTube that you've seen drone worship. Those are $1 million feet. I'm like Sammy Davis Jr., or Gregory Hines or something like that, or what you call it, Usain Bolt, the way I'm tap dancing and running through these live streams and YouTube or whatever the case. Well, at least in my mind, a legend in my own mind, but don't diss my beautiful feet, that's I gotta show that too, because just in case I got co-workers watching or whatever, they searching for me like the Dead Sea Scrolls. Did he go live? Is he on? He called out, but I see that red button going, so he might be enjoying his life. He might be having too much fun or whatever the case. Your feet look like chew on rice. Wow, that's funny. No, don't be jealous, drone worship. Don't be jealous. They look like beautiful feet, the feet of peace. I don't know what you say. I mean, I sent some jealousy in your text. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is what it is. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for this live stream, but it is what it is. You think about like, oh, we've been watching you, we've been seeing you, or whatever the case, but I'm here. I'm home. I'm home. I got the pictures behind me, the wonderful paintings and stuff like that. Actually, my aunt sold these paintings. She used to be a company called Personal Preference. Yeah, just I can walk glass and leave lava and not feel anything. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Wow. Um, I hope that's not true though. Oh man. Um, that's funny. Oh my God, he's trying so shiny at me. It's all right, drone worship though. And one day we'll have a feed off to see who has the best looking feed or whatever the case may be, and then we let people vote. Just do like a 5 minute montage. You got to vote our feet. Oh, you got jokes, drone worship. Okay, I got you. I got you. You got that jealousy. Like I said, we're gonna have a feet off. We're gonna have like a feet off challenge. You're gonna show your feet, drone worship, and I'm gonna show my feet, and we're gonna let the audience decide who has the best looking feet. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we get there, friend. I'm going to see around us everybody get there. All right, thank you, Larry. Appreciate you for coming through. I'm going to show my little skin. Oh man. Yeah, yeah, you are. You are gonna show your feet, drone worship. We gotta get it done. I could do an edited clip, an edited video, or just show a picture, man. It's like a work of art that I'm showing you. Like even the thumbnail. It's like a classic painting. It's like like Michelangelo is like a sculpture, like Michelangelo's David, or Leonardo da Vinci or something like that, or Claudette Monet or something like this. It was a work of art. You like, oh man, I should put this up in the homes of families, all over the world and stuff like that. There should be in an art museum. I would show you my feet outside of the water, but I don't want to do that. I don't want you to faint. I don't want jealousy to come out of your heart. Get that hate out your heart. Get that jealousy out your heart for my feet. Don't worry. You need like a feet transplant. Drone worship. I'm talking crazy. Forgive me. Just a little loopy. In all seriousness, it is what it is. It is what it is. Just make sure you take care of yourself, whatever the case may be. However your feet looks, whether you have beautiful feet, whether you have tiger's claws, whatever. Make sure you take care of your feet. Yes, Molly. Yeah, you got it like those Derek Zoolander Mel 1 feet 5. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny, drone worship. I see you came with prepared material today, and I appreciate that prepared material that you came to the live stream with. But at the same time, got those beautiful feet, man. It's just sometimes I look at my feet and I cry. I got tears of joy. And next time you want to be opening a school called the Those Who Atlanta kids want to go and they get to read those things too. That's funny. That's funny, drone worship. That is funny. Like I said, I see you came with your B plus game today. It's all good. It's all good. Well, you gotta let me know when you're going live on your channel, man, so I could come through and bless you with my presence. Amen. but it's all good, that's what it is. You know, I must have said something funny. I seen the laughing emojis or whatever the case may be. But yeah, that's just really what it is. Seven people in the chat. Didn't expect seven people in the chat, unless four of you are co-workers or something. I don't know. I can't tell. Yeah, waiting for someone to come in and tell some jokes. I have to do this every stream, and no one receives the favor. Funny. This makes the live stream fun. Well, me being on a live stream makes the live stream fun, but I get what you're saying. You wanted to add an extra little bit of something to my live streams. You want to throw something on there like too much sauce, ha, and too much sauce, ha. Yeah. I'm trying to work on some things, but like I said, eventually soon I should be, getting to a point where I'm gonna do hangouts live or whatever, invite people up to a panel and stuff like that. I wish I could do it from my phone, but obviously from the phone it is not always permitted. It is not always the best case scenario. So you may do with what you got. Surprise the trolls ain't show up. Maybe some kids are at school or with their girlfriends, boyfriends, or whoever. I don't know. What's good? Cause you're why? Cause you're what? What's your right word for another that's ready to go? Yeah. No. I definitely agree. Google. I was about to call you Google. Google worship, drone worship, drone worship. I definitely agree with you, or whatever the case may be. What's going on, Christian? Appreciate you for coming through. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on the Google Hangout part of it, whatnot. That's something I know I need to do because there's people like yourself, Tosh, Tom. That would be awesome to have both of y'all on the on the chat or whatever the case may be. Yeah, it's called Google worship. Yeah. That was a mistake, a Freudian slip. Google worship. Yeah, I don't get me lying. Drone worship, Google worship. Like I said, you know what it is, man. I don't mean it, my brother. You know what I'm saying? My white brother from another mother. There you go. You know what I'm saying? What's up, June? Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you or whatever. Drone, I'm just messing with you. It was a Freudian slip. And Christian, thank you for coming through. Thank you, June. Thank you for everybody for being here and whatnot. Like I said, this is just the part of the live stream that's probably already going left. Just had to take a rest, take a seat. That's what this is about. Just making sure that I'm taking care of myself and got my health together and doing different things that I need to do or whatever the case may be. But this is Molly 1K Dolly say hugs to you, as well. June, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Very cool channel. Check June Gall out. She's an awesome individual. What I'm saying? Does definitely, have a unique perspective on life. As far as drone worship, the title of his channel explains it all. Drone worship. Let me see who else you got in the chat. I want to say hi to people. Christian Janicki, cool channel. Got some things going on there. Molly 1K Dolly, for a great supporter of the community. Definitely worth checking out. Larry Langford. I don't know too much about him, but I've been back and forth with him for a while. But definitely go check him out. See if you like what he got going on. Let me see who else am I missing. Who else am I missing? Yas Poet. He got the poetry going on. Cool channel. Check him out if that's what you're into, poetry and stuff like that. And I pretty much think that's it right there as far as that goes. Yes, June. Health is the first priority. Yeah, nah, it happens, June. Sometimes we learn the hard way. Sometimes we learn the easy way. That you just got to really take care of yourself. Yeah, Larry Langford. I've been back and forth. Don't know too much, but definitely we've made contact with each other through the community and whatnot. We've crossed paths a couple of times and whatnot. So much respect to Larry Langford. So that's kind of just what that is. But yeah, June, I definitely agree with you. You can learn that the hard way, and sometimes we learn from the Lord of the Rings way. Okay, tell us the Lord of the Rings way for those people that haven't watched the Lord of the Rings way in the movies, Mister Worship. Um, Mr. Drone Worship. I'm not saying he's worship, but you get it. I don't know. I just I will, but you got to get my feedback first. Wow. I will, but you got to get my feedback first. What are you talking about? I haven't watched The Lord of the Rings. I haven't watched all of them, so I don't know what reference that is from the movie or whatever the case may be. I mean, there's something going on with that. I'm gonna leave that be drone worship. I'm gonna let that happen. I'm gonna just sidestep that one and kind of just do the Matrix thing on that one. I don't know what that comment was about. I can't tell the story of the Lord of the Rings without Fredo's feet. You stole the number one prop. You're digging them in the water right now. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. You got the most beautiful feet on YouTube and you make jokes. How dare you with your insolence? How dare you make me take your channel? It is gone. Drone worship is no more. How dare you? Nah, but it's what it is with that. Just try not to get loopy here. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I pretty much don't know what else to say right now. I'm not gonna just extend this live stream just for the sake of extending it. But I appreciate you folks for coming by. I'm gonna finish soaking my feet, finish doing what I gotta do. Maybe get something to eat. See what's in the kitchen or whatever. Transpires beyond that. And you shall not pass. That's funny. That's funny. I've already passed all tests, all challenges. You know what I'm saying? I've grabbed Excalibur, but that's another story. Excalibur be my strength. But I'm out. I'm out of here. I'm getting tired, and I gotta finish soaking these feet and do what I gotta do. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate the folks who giving the thumbs up. Love. It's the Brooklyn way.